Welcome back to Geek Shuffle, and we are back in a figure fix. And since it is the spookiest month, we are looking at a villain once again. I don't really collect horror figures, so I had to look at some alternatives. And we are back in a series that we have where we have opened a bunch of figures, but I did save one special figure. It is actually the first figure I bought in this series, and it has been waiting a long time. And I'd had hoped that I could find a figure to match with it for a twin opening or something else, but now is the time. We are gonna jump into it and open it today. For Halloween. It's not Halloween. Well, Halloween has spread all over the world. It was, of course, an American holiday, but now it has spread as most holidays do. To most Western countries. And as you can see, it is Daki from the Entertainment District arc of Demon Slayer. It was the first figure I ordered because as you browse across Aliexpress, she does catch your eye for some reason. Compared, it is in the same series as most of the other Demon Slayer figures I have bought, and from the same production company with these kinds of bases. We have the base, and we have sashes, which is also her power, of course. Some of her power. Let's get everything out of plastic. And she is in the same price range as the others. Again, Daki, the nameplate, as with the others, and her blood demon art. I will have the text on the screen tell you what this translates to. As with the others, it is, as I can see, it is actually it is the same print as on her brother's figure, so it might just be blood demon art, probably. It isn't specific to hers. But again, I like these bases. They are pretty simple, pretty cheap though, plastic. But they are much better than many of the other figures we have opened on the channel. And they are pretty robust with a good. Again, I just have to make sure that I don't break out the feet, as we have done before. Get a good grip on the shoes. Not the best studs, but good enough. She's a bit skew, but it will do. Trying to refocus. All right, and we have the sashes with large studs as well. As a molding stuff on the studs, this might be a hindrance, but if we have to use some knives to get that off, I guess these go into the back, maybe. Okay. Maybe I have to skip in the video until I get these on.
A few moments later.
And we are back. The shoe studs were a bit fiddly. She kept popping up, but I think I got her in now. The back parts, you had to move the hair a bit to see how they were fitting, but now they're in and are fitting nicely, and the hair actually helps conceal the fitting and help keep them inside, looking pretty good overall. The reason she is a bit askew is that she is standing on tiptoes on one foot, and is actually, I think that is part of the design, as if she is walking towards us. So that is intentional, I guess. Overall, she looks pretty good. There's a minor paint scuff on the stomach, but that is the only thing I can notice at first glance. Nails, toes are painted, face paint is looking good. The flower paint on the face is nice, eye paint is nice. All the details is looking good. No complaints. And as always, I will add in the close-up pictures as we're going over the details. As I looked up the refresher details of the figure, I didn't know that she was 13 when she got turned, and I don't know if that is demon follow vampire rules, because that would be slightly creepy. But I guess she kept growing up, or as in anime rules, because it is 100 years ago, so she is 113, blah blah blah. She definitely grew up, as we can see. She definitely is one of the more popular villains in Demon Slayer for obvious reasons. And if we go back, I did open her brother in a duo set, duo video a while ago. So we have the set of them together, and I think they will look pretty nice together on the shelf. And I also have one of the Demon Slayers that fought her. I'm still waiting on the other Demon Slayers. They come out with a lot of villains. The production company that make these in China, I'm not sure if they have the license for the main figures, or if they're trying to push them back to keep the interest, maybe, or if they don't have the license. I'm fine with the villains for now. I like the villains. Most of the villains are interesting. I'm not gonna buy all of them, but most of the villains are interesting. So that is fine. And Daki is definitely one of the highlights. So that was the reason why I bought her as the first one. As if you have seen some of the my collection, that you will know why. Of course, we have Shinobu as well. She is here on the mat as well. I opened her figure earlier. So they have some of the heroes, but not all the heroes. And I hope, of course, they get all the heroes so we can get a complete set in time. But I hope this was interesting for the spooky month. And we have a couple of more spooky videos to go before we move up towards the end of the year. I will see you in the next video. I hope this was interesting, and it was definitely interesting for me. We will see you in the next video. Bye bye.